Are you bad with your money, kids?
Aye, aye, Captain!
Have you lost it all to the sand arena?
Aye, aye, Captain!
Welcome to Staked It All, the series where the editing takes longer than the recording for the video. Because I suck. Essentially, the idea of the series is if you've liquidated all your money to fuel your gambling addiction, but haven't been stupid enough to alk or drain your imbue on your untradables, this is the video for you. My account isn't completely drained out, it has a few valuable items left and also has all my untradables here. There are literally going to be no rules to this series. It's just gonna be about me getting back to a max bank. So before this video started, I ended up catching a lot of red chins to get myself a decent chunk of change. But for the sake of entertainment, I'm not going to use this chin money for anything other than investing in passive income sources like herb seeds. I also have a pretty big stack of bird nests, which I'm really gonna let it be right now. I'm not gonna use it for the sake of the video. So I guess there's nothing else to wait for. Let's get selling. I also have quite a bit of super attack potions, which, if they sell at all, I'll just turn into platinum tokens. And I'm just gonna sell this and use the money that comes from this and buy a lot of herb seeds. So I've sold the chins for quite a bit of cash, and also with 169k in my bank, I've used that to buy about 3.9 mil worth of snapdragon seeds. I'm just gonna passively farm this until I acquire a decent bit of change from this, and then I'll go on to invest the profits into PVM gear and anything that I need to. So I've just used the 30k that was remaining to buy a bit of runes, and I already had a bit of runes in the bank, and I also had a dust battle staff. Yeah, that's a dust battle staff. So I'm just gonna use that for about 5 runs, and probably then I'll have to buy some more herbs. So as soon as I'm done with my herb run, I'll give you guys an update as to how much I made. So since my audio setup is absolute garbage, I ended up losing quite a bit of my footage. So just to like run you guys through what I've been doing, I've just been collecting some Mort Maya fungus like almost every single other Rebel series. So what I've just been doing is I've been teleporting to my player-owned house. I've been taking a trip to Fairy Ring CKS, and I've just been running to the logs and casting bloom. That's pretty much all I've been doing. And it said that you can get around 1000 Mortmire fungus per hour. So I guess I'm just gonna do it for about half an hour, and I'll see you guys then. So I got about 378 Mortmire fungus, and I guess I'm just gonna sell it quickly, and I'm gonna buy some gear for like a budget barrow setup. So what my setup is going to comprise of is mostly a lot of untradables like the void and cheap things like the dragon defender and the volcanic whip, the fire cape, this, the ring of suffering, this, okay, maybe not this, but you get the gist of it. I'm just gonna use a lot of good stuff. So I guess I'm gonna be in pretty good hands, and I'm also gonna buy, I guess, a trident and probably some amethyst arrows. And yeah, let's see how that goes. So while I was trying to gather up some decent barrels gear, I just did another herb run, and I've decided that I'm gonna sell off a bit of my herbs just to get a few more runes and a few more Barrows teleport tabs and make this journey a little easier. So this is gonna be my Barrows gear. Um, I think it's pretty good. I have about 700 charges on my Trident and about 100 casts of Ice Barrage. And yeah, I guess this is where we start. I'm not going to be recording most of these Barrows runs because let's face it, everybody has seen someone do Barrows and almost everyone knows how it's done. It doesn't make for great content, and if I do end up getting a good drop, I'll be sure to add a screenshot of it. My entire strategy depends upon getting a few nice Barrows pieces and then moving on to something else. When I had tons of money, I was never really motivated to do anything which wasn't the most optimal, because for me it just didn't make sense. It just wasn't worth my time. So I'm gonna use this time to try out a few new methods. So I've been doing some good few number of barrows run. I guess I've completed about 20. I think maybe 21, and I received back to back elite clue drops, and I really think that completing master clues, like turning the elites into master clues, will get me lucky someday. So what I ended up doing with my money was, I ended up buying about 50 more barrow stabs and a few runes, and I am even selling few of the runes that I got from barrows, and I guess that's gonna get me a decent bit of cash, and I'm gonna use that to buy eclectic implings, and also I'm gonna use some more money and probably get some gear to kill green dragons, and that way I'll acquire some good amount to start doing some master clues, and also I'll get hard clues from the green dragons. So I gathered up a bit of gear, and this is gonna be my gear to kill green dragons, and um, I'm just gonna kill them till I get a hard clue. Then I'm just gonna turn that in with Sherlock, and I guess I'll just do master clues after that. Of course, when I have three hard clues. So, since I'm not the brightest person in the world, I ended up not wearing the Ring of Wealth Eye before, and I just wore the Berserker ring, and that's really bad because the Ring of Wealth Eye pretty much doubles the chance of you getting a clue scroll if you're in the wilderness. So I'm gonna be using the Ring of Wealth Eye from now on, and hopefully I'll be getting um, um hard clue pretty soon. And I killed 17 already, so I guess I lost a bit of guess I lost a bit of my time, but let's see how this goes. So in midst of collecting clue scrolls, I was doing my farm runs, and I kinda ran out of runes. So I ended up buying about 300 astral runes and about 200 law runes. And in this farm run alone, I managed to get about 82 snapdragons, which is a lot of money. And apparently, this guy got 14 herbs. Hmm. So that's pretty good. So I ended up killing about 231 green dragons to get 3 hard clue scrolls, and also I used about 75 eclectic implants to get 3 medium clue scrolls. And as for the easy clues, I ended up pickpocketing about a lot of ham members, and I'm just gonna use the money that I receive from these dragon bones and dragon hides to buy a bit of supplies for barrows, or some gear upgrades for barrows. I'll let you guys know what happens. I sold all of my green dragon loads for about a mil, and I'm gonna use this money to probably buy an occult necklace and use that to do some more barrows, and that's just gonna help me land more barrages, land more trident hits, and stronger trident hits. So I'm probably gonna do 48 or 50 more barrows runs, and then I'll see where to go from there. I'll hopefully get quite a few items and make a good bit of money. Finally something good. Chest number 271, 1.8 million, a Carol top. I'll definitely include a picture of the chest when I opened it. Finally, I have some progress. I guess I have like 42 barrow stabs left. Let's see how many more mil plus items I can pull out. Barrow's chest 284, and I got another Guthun spear that's about 1.6 million. So I guess I should be expecting at least one more drop. Let's see how this goes. My third 1 mil plus item from Barrows is the Darok's legs, priced at around 4.5 million. So I don't think I'm gonna get another Barrows piece, but let's see. I am definitely lucky to say the least. I pulled out a back-to-back Barrows chest drop, and what I did get was a pair of thorax plate legs, valued at around 400k. So good times. I honestly don't know if I can get any more lucky. Barrows chest number 309, Guthans War Spear. One more Guthans War Spear. And that's just about like one Barrows chest in between, and I can't believe this. I'm so happy. Let's see if I can get another one and save another four chests. So I've used last of my barrow stabs and I've amassed quite a good amount. Uh, of course, I have about two barrow stabs left in the bank, but I'm not gonna be using it right now. And I used little to no supplies. I barely ever use prayer potions while doing barrows. Probably just one if I have a carol tunnel, or no, just a carol tunnel. And otherwise I've used literally no supplies except for trident charges and a few blood barrages. um, and I've amassed quite a decent sum, quite a handsome sum. I have about one cattle top, two Gutton spears, one Darok leg, and one Thorax leg, and this amount of runes. I mean, I have more of mind runes here. Yep. So let's just price check this and see how much I made. And keep in mind, I made more in coins, but I mistakenly banked it, and that's why it's just 18k. So I made a handsome sum of 9.6 million. That's pretty good by my standard. At least it's good for about 60 or something 60 or something Barrows chests. I don't know how many exactly, but I'll go back in the recordings and see. I literally love the sight of this. Everything got sold. That too for quite a decent price. 7.1 million. A little underwhelming, but let's see. 8.1 million with a good few mils in runes. I guess about 2 mil. Yep. So I guess around 10.8 mil with barrows and green dragons. That's not bad for one day. I guess I'm gonna end the episode for now. Let's see what I can do in the next episode. The 10 mil I think is quite a good start. I think I can get a blowpipe and an upgraded Tyrant of the Swamp with 8 mil and charge it up with these runes and maybe do Zulra or maybe keep a break on that for now. Or maybe even go Dagonoth Kings or maybe Demonic Gorillas. Um, let's see what the next episode brings. This episode, we started with a bank value of 50.8 million and we're ending it at 64.8. So I think we made a good 14 million. Happy days.